Hey everyone, Bob from Better Music here with a comparison video today. Now the comparison we're doing is on strings. Now strings are an extremely personal thing to players. A lot of players have their particular favorite brands or gauges that they use, and we get asked a lot all the time at the front counter, what do you use, what do you recommend, those sort of things. So what we decided to do today was to actually have the exact same guitar restrung 5 times. So we're going to use D'Addario XLs, Ernie Ball Slinkies, we're going to use Elixir OptiWebs, D'Addario NYXL, and a handmade string by DR, the DR tite-fits. So what I'm going to do is restring the guitar, play the exact same thing, a clean, a slightly broken sort of sound, and go through different pickup selections as well and see if you can pick up on the nuances of the new strings and what they're doing. I feel like I should preface this with string gauge is such a personal thing. String gauge and type, I should say, is such a personal thing. I know there's a lot of people here in the store, the old guard, if you like, swear by a particular brand. Like they swear by Ernie Ball. I use D'Addario a lot, but I use DRs, I use GHS, I use whatever suits my needs for what I'm doing, whether I'm playing my covers or whether I'm playing grindcore or whatever. I use different strings and obviously different gauges for that. So it's a personal preference thing. I really encourage you to try different brands, different gauges, and see which one works best for you. So I'm going to start with the D'Addario XL range. So these are what I use generally, and I'm going to read directly from their website what they say these strings are. They are D'Addario's best-selling hybrid set, combining high strings of an EXL 120 set with the low strings of an EXL 110 set. So you kind of, with a hybrid, you get the best of both worlds. You get the bending, but you also get the really tight low end. They're round wound nickel-plated steel for distinctive bright tone, environmentally friendly, corrosion-resistant packaging for strings that are always fresh, made in the USA with the highest quality performance and the gauges, so on. XL nickel wound D'Addario most popular electric strings are precision wound with nickel-plated steel onto a carefully drawn hexagonally shaped high carbon steel core. The result is strings with long-lasting, distinctive bright tone and excellent intonation. Is ideal for the widest variety of guitars and musical styles. Let's see. Okay, so I've got this Players Strat. It's a HSS Strat, so we can cover humbuckers and single sounds. Just going into a Fender Hot Rod Deluxe. So big clean sound. So it is quite bright. If I go to one of the coward positions. Yep, and they're not stretched in yet. That's the beauty of new strings. You need to stretch them in. But having said that, tonally, you can hear how bright they are on that clean sound. They're really, really bright, especially as you get up towards the neck. They sound beautiful. They kind of round off a little bit, maybe a bit too bright down in sort of the closer to the bridge, but they a really nice, well-rounded string. The feel of the strings, again, being a hybrid set, you've got that lower sort of, or the higher tension here on the low strings and the lower tension on the higher strings. It's perfect for that sort of bending and whatnot. So look, all around, a really, really good set of strings and a good feel. I'm gonna go onto the drive channel now and just do a similar sort of thing. All right, so the second channel, a little bit of drive, not too much. It's just more to illustrate the point again. I'll start at the bridge, so you got that. So quite a lot of roll off in that as you get further into further up the pickups, it kind of rounds off a bit. Really creamy sort of sound. It's not. Very cool. All right, so next on the list, Ernie Ball Slinkies. Now these are an extremely popular string. I would say at the counter, these would be the most popular brand we sell. I can't explain why. I guess people just prefer them. They definitely have their own feel and their own sound and everything. The blurb from their website states, Ernie Ball nickel wound electric guitar strings are made from a nickel plated steel wire wrapped around tin plated hex shaped steel core wire. The plain strings are made of specially tempered tin-plated high carbon steel, producing a well-balanced tone for your guitar. Let's try it. Hopefully they're stretched in. Okay, so straight up to my ears, they don't sound as bright as the Diodario's straight up. Okay, so straight off the bat, they're definitely not as bright as the Diodarios, but they sound really, really nice in sort of towards the bridge position. I feel like they sound great. All right, so definitely not as shrill in the top end as the Diodarios, but we'll try it under gain. So. Interesting. Almost feels like the opposite of the Diodarios, but in a good way. Very cool. All right, next. All right, so next on the list, DR tite-fits. So DR, they claim to be the handmade string. So I don't think they're actually hand wound. That would be a very, very difficult job on the hands. I think what it is that the machines that are used to make the strings are actually like operated by people rather than automated as much as the other bigger companies. The blurb on their website, tite-fit round wound nickel plated electric guitar strings are designed to be a great all-round string. They are available in a wide range of gauges. Based upon a round core, the construction techniques for the tite-fit electrics are very old. However, the core wire and wrap wire in DRs are the latest, most advanced and expensive metals available. For flexibility, tone, and for long life, for rock, blues, heavy metal, jazz, etc., tite-fits are a wonderful all-round string. Let's try it. Straight off the bat, they're really, really loud. Like they feel, they feel very loud. All right, so straight off the bat, not as bright as the Diodario, definitely. and not as boomy as the hybrids. Sorry, as the Slinkies as well. They've kind of got this almost this nice mids about them. Like they just. I'm really interested to see how they go on the drive channel. So. Yeah, right. Straight up. They're stretching in though. Wow. Okay. I really like these strings. They feel really tight under finger, so they're not as easy to bend as the others. That being said, they just have this vocal kind of characteristic about them. Again, it's all subjective, I guess. YouTube and whatever we're putting this on are going to compress the videos and change the audio. But right here in front of me now, I can hear the difference. I can actually hear how much I really like these strings. Yeah. All right, DRs. They are fucking awesome. Man, they sound so good. So, all right, so next up we're looking at the Elixir OptiWebs. So these are the first of the two premium strings that we're going to try today. The Elixir website states that Elixir electric nickel-plated steel strings with OptiWeb coating give you the performance of a natural string. That crisp tone, natural feel, and playable grip you know and love, without sacrificing the signature long-lasting tone life of Elixir strings. I should just preface this. Elixir actually have like a coating on them for longer life, so it prevents gunk and sweat and stuff from getting into the strings and corroding the strings, so they're a longer life string. The OptiWeb is still fairly new, like it's only been around for a couple of years, and it's a thinner coating than what we're used to with the Nano Web or the Polyweb. It's a really nice feeling string. So the rest of the blurb says, played for the same crisp tone as an uncoated string. OptiWeb coating provides a natural feel. Electric strings constructed with nickel-plated steel wrap wire. Our coating technology protects against the common corrosion and debris buildup, extending tone life longer than any other brand's coated or uncoated strings. Anti-rust plating on the plain steel strings ensures longer tone life for the entire set. With less hassle and expense of frequent string changes, spend more time making music. Oh, so that's them there, the OptiWebs. So let's try them. All right, straight off the bat, bright. Oh my God, they are bright. Maybe in the bridge, maybe a bit too bright. But, as you get further up the pickups towards the neck, it's really nice and articulate. The strings under finger actually feel really nice because of that coating. It actually helps with slides. You don't get that squelch. They do feel a little bit more taut compared to some of the others. Look, overall first impressions, very, very nice, very bright. All right, so we go to the drive channel now, so. and loud. Look, a really, really nice string. A little bit more taut under finger, a little bit tighter. Not a bad thing necessarily. I guess the only thing we can't really test with this is just how long they're going to last. That being said, I've used the OptiWebs. They were recommended to me by a very good friend of mine in Adelaide to try on my Stratocaster at home, and I had them on for, God, I put them on. I think I put them on in February this year, and I only took them off in about sort of late April. So nearly 3 months out of a set of strings. So I was playing a guitar a lot at home, and I think I did a gig with it. I did one gig and got through all of that. Still had the brightness, still had the life and the character you expect out of a string. They were starting to dull slightly towards the end. It was noticeable, but not for a long, long time. So that long life string thing, I get the coating, I get why people would use it. Look, all in all, it sounds pretty good. It's just very, very bright. So you'd probably have to dime the presence in your amplifier down just a little bit to take a bit of that top end out. Interesting. All right. So next up, we're looking at the D'Addario NYXL strings. So these strings are, again, fairly new, like the OptiWebs. They've been around a similar sort of amount of time. A completely different kind of thing, though. They're not coated like the OptiWebs. They don't have that coating. So D'Addario's blurb states, D'Addario NYXL guitar strings will bend farther, sing louder, and stay in tune better than any string you've played before. Envisioned, perfected, and manufactured by D'Addario in New York, this newly engineered break-resistant high-carbon steel core and plain steel alloy delivers a whole new level of freedom, confidence, and power. NYXLs provide more strength and up to 131% greater tuning stability by utilising a completely reinvented wire drawing process coupled with a revolutionary fusion twist process for the plain steels. The reformulated nickel-plated string windings have greater magnetic properties, resulting in a higher output and enhanced mid-range frequency response for more presence and crunch. Okay, that's pretty full on. They're pretty confident. All right, let's try them. So again, clean channel. What? Okay, I'm just going to say they are loud. My God, they are loud. Amp settings, guitar settings, nothing's changed. It's... Okay, all right. Yeah, straight up, brighter, louder, more responsive. They feel good under the fingers. Like, wow, what a difference. Okay, drive. Yeah, right, okay. Definitely. Under the fingers, they feel really, really nice. They bend nice. Bright. That's all I can say, bright and articulate, but without being shrill. They don't have that top end that the regular XLs had. They've got a little bit more of that mid-range that we heard out of the DRs, that presence, that mid-range feel was great, but under the fingers, man, these feel good. Like there is a noticeable difference. You heard in the different pickup settings as well, especially on that clean channel. It was still really bright, but without being shrill. It had depth, it had everything. Look, I reckon that the NYXLs I can certainly hear a difference between them. These ones are a standout, I feel, for me. Like that, they really, really do make a difference. That being said, they all have their place. I'm not going to tell you which one to buy. I'm not going to say, I'm going to encourage you to try them all for yourself, because different players need different things from their strings. You know, maybe you need that slinkiness from the Ernie balls. Maybe you need the long life. Maybe you're one of those people that sweat a lot and go through strings a lot, so the OptiWeb could be a good thing for you. It really depends. I really encourage you to try different gauges and different brands. So there you have it, folks. We've had a look at all of these amazing strings and string types from the most popular brands that we sell here in store. We've got other gauges and things of these as well. So there's 10 to 46, there's 9 to 42s, whatever you use. We've got the gauge for you. I encourage you to try them whenever you come into the store or you buy them online. Try if you really like a gauge, try different brands of them and see which ones work for you. Like I said, this was a real eye-opener for me, because I generally will use these just because they're super consistent for me. But you know, the DRs were a real sort of eye-opener for me. The Slinkies also surprised me as well, because I always make the joke I'd rather go without than use these, because I've had bad experiences in the past with them. That being said, that was a real eye-opener hearing how they responded and what they did. I can definitely see usage for them. The OptiWebs, again, that long life thing, thank you to my friend David in Adelaide for recommending those to me. And also the NYXLs are just a revelation, I feel. Look, any questions, any comments, hit us up below. Come and see us in store. Hit us up at sales@bettermusic.com.au. I encourage you, try them all. They're all different, they're all good. Rock on.